Welcome back, this is Cereal Snacks, and today I wanted to go over some of the brand new updates in Subnautica. There is a lot to talk about. The main one is the fact that you can upgrade your Cyclops to go deeper than 200 meters, which is really awesome because then you can bring it down into some of your favorite biomes in the game, like the Koosh biome, which is one of my favorites. I've never been able to actually bring my Cyclops down here, so we're going to do that today. The other thing I wanted to show off was a new creature in the wreckage of the ship, so we'll jump over there after this, and then finally, I just wanted to go through some of the other kind of quality of life things they've done, like some of the noises and some of the graphics, some of the crafting stuff that they've done. So let's park our Seamoth epically, because that's what it's always like in Subnautica. Epic docking of your Seamoth. Now, that is kind of a strange bug. Look at me, I'm like sitting in the air. Kind of cool though, you get the chance to look at your suit. I don't know if that's because they're doing that's one of the other updates that I'll probably mention, is that they're doing some Oculus Rift updates to the game, which is awesome. So, some things they've done, you can kind of see in the bottom left, the icons for health and oxygen and food and water have been updated again. Actually, they removed the color from them. Kind of just some UI redesign. I think it's nice to make it a little simpler and a little more modern like they've done, so I like that. But the biggest change, one of the bigger changes is this inventory menu just looks a lot cleaner and it's more organized, right? So you've got your resources, which have been split out by materials and electronics, and now the bug is gone where you can't see them, so now you can see all your things you can make. The new material we're going to talk about today is lead, which is pretty awesome, and it helps you make other recipes further down the chain. And then you've got your electronics, right, which is standard electronic stuff that we've seen before. The next thing, of course, is the food. You get the water, right? The two types of water you can make, and then the foods. Now, the one thing about food is you have to actually find those fish before you can actually get them in your menu, which makes sense. And there may be some other things that don't show up until you actually get them. I'm not 100% sure yet. If you look at equipment, there's some new stuff in here. Now, the radiation suit isn't new per se, but when you make it now, you actually get a suit, and there's a weird, I don't know if it's my submarine. It could be my submarine. Something is making the screen jiggle. I don't know if you see that. I don't know if that's a bug. But anyway, you get the radiation suit, the helmet, and the gloves when you make the radiation suit. So if you have an old version, I found out that in my experimental version, I had the radiation suit, and I started dying because I didn't have the helmet. So we can go through making that today. The other thing you can get is the first aid kit, and I'll hop back maybe at the end and show you. There's a little cabinet in the escape pod where you start, where you can now get a first aid kit, although this game for some reason doesn't have it. Maybe they haven't implemented it yet. Now that takes fiber and bleach, which I may have to just spawn in some bleach, because here's the new thing about this. So you make the first aid kit, and there's no kind of graphic for it yet. But if you notice, my health is at 30%, and in the past you used to heal up as you used your first aid kits, and now, as you just were walking around the game, you just heal. Well, now you actually have to use the first aid kit to heal. So that added a little bit more survival to the game. It was pretty easy before. As long as you were fed and you had plenty of water, you would heal naturally. Now, the other cool thing is they've reduced the speed at which you get hungry and thirsty. I don't know if you've watched some of my other videos, but if you have, you'll see that I was eating and drinking constantly. They've reduced it by, I think, about 20 to 30% of the speed, so it's a lot easier to manage, and I think that's good. It's not fun to have to deal with that all the time. So what are some? So let me show you the Cyclops upgrade, because that's probably what I'm going to mainly make the title of this video, and that may be how you got here. So let us grab. So the first thing you need, it's not easy to make a whole reinforcement module. You need the blueprint, which is relatively easy to find on the ocean floor, but you also need plasteel ingots, which take 10 titanium and a lithium. Not necessarily easy to get. Oh, I've already got it in my inventory. So let's go over here, and we got to make the plasteel ingot first. Let me find it. Where is it? There we go. Plasteel ingot. And then we can make the hull reinforcement module. So I'll make one for now. Maybe we'll come back and make some more in a minute. But here's the cool part. You come over here to this machine that we've seen in the past. It says no signal. And you just grab your hull reinforcement module and you switch it into there. And now it says safe depth now 300 meters, crush depth now 400 meters. So that is pretty awesome. So that really helps you. I don't know, actually, while we're here, oh, you actually need to find another reinforced hull blueprint. Well, let's just do this, just so we can see what the maximum depth you can now get on this is. So let's do hull reinforcement module 2 and plasteel ingot. Although I think I have enough for it. Let's just make it. This is just my test world. So let us do 2 plasteel ingots and another one. Okay, so let's go back here and I'll show you. Oh, of course I didn't even make them. Let's go back. All right, so let's make the whole Oh, I didn't. Oh, you know what? Oh, I think I just spawned them in my inventory. Fair enough. Let us walk over here. Ooh. Oh, look, and my Cyclops is flooding. You can see because we're at a lower depth. I think it's weird because the depth is supposed to be under 200 meters, but as you can see, I have got a flooding issue right now. But let's upgrade this sucker. Okay, so now safe depth is 500 meters, crush depth is 600. Oh, I don't want to put a peeper in there. And then, okay, so we can go all the way down to 800 meters. And I don't have a welder with me, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it. Let's see if the Cyclops floods. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take this guy down. I want to show you. So I have never taken a sub this low before, so let us take it below 200 meters. Yeah, because that was one of the big a lot of people complained. And it wasn't because they had designed it. They actually designed it purposefully so that you couldn't go below 200 meters on purpose. Oh yeah, there's like a lava flume right down here. I think I had a base down here once, but yeah, this. So look, we're at 225 meters, and my sub is slanted downward for some reason. I do not know why. That is pretty awesome. Whoa, we're rocking. We're rocking. Are we flooding? Is that why? What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on with my sub? Okay, so what else is new in here? I think that is it. That is the main part that I wanted to show off, was the Cyclops upgrade. Now, if I go out in my Seamoth, I do not think that there is any graphical change, unfortunately. That's one thing I'd like to see, is that when you do the reinforcements in the sub, it actually, in my opinion, should add some kind of plating to the side of the sub. Maybe even plating that you could then customize with a color that you like or whatever. But anyway, it's neat to have a sub all the way down here by the lava flume. That is a new thing for me. So let us jump over to the crashed ship and I'll show you some of the new creatures that are actually in the crashed ship. Okay, I am back and I am actually inside the crashed ship, and you can kind of see there's one of the supply boxes that spawns. I've shown this before. However, the new thing that makes it harder to get the supply boxes, which I'm really happy about, are these things, and they're called a crawler. They look a lot like a headcrab from Half-Life 2, which is creepy. Whoa! And I believe, and this may kill me, but we're gonna get out. I think I don't have any kind of damage protection. This isn't like I'm like in cheat mode or anything. So I think what they did is they made the supply crates not have as much stuff as before. So yeah, so that one didn't have anything in it at all. Let's check this one over here. That one has a power cell, so it has one thing in it. So instead of being like a box with a bunch of slots, it's just kind of like one item, I guess. That's a cool change. Wow, they've really... So that's the other part. Oh, there's a little bit of a graphical issue there, but there's one thing they've added is a lot of ambient sounds, and the whole place kind of just rocks, it looks like. Here are the crawler head crab thingies. Oh yeah, here they are. Here they are. Okay, so forget spawning them. Look at this. Whoa. Come here, little buddy. So he's not attacking me. But yeah, they're really well designed, and they are creepy. That is real. Oh, hey guys. Hello. It's weird because I felt like they were attacking my Seamoth, but now they're just kind of wandering. I'm guessing in a future update they will wander around more. Ooh, my first aid kit. So that's cool. Now, first aid kits require fiber and bleach. I'm not sure where to get fiber. I think it might be some kind of plant or something might have fiber. Maybe you get it from the creep vines. Anything in this one? Do not see anything. Let's try this one. Oh. Ball. Nothing. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with this one. The last thing I'm going to show you is the first aid kit in the escape pod. The other thing is that they've updated the engine to Unity 5, which I think is why a lot of this stuff is a little more crisp and a little more clear. Pretty awesome. So let me jump over to the escape pod. Okay, so here's the escape pod, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. However, the new part of it is this. So there's this little box that didn't used to be clickable, but now it pops open, and presumably at some point in time they'll actually have a first aid kit sitting in here. So at least you have something to heal with right off the bat, just to get you started. The other thing I think they've done, this little compartment here, yeah, look at that. So it's got kind of a new animation when it opens up. They are really making huge strides on some of the stuff they're doing in this game. But if you open this up, I don't know. Oh, and then you click it again and it actually opens the storage. They may have to do something with that, but oh, I got another first aid kit. Oh, 100% health. I'm not going to complain. And that is very cool. So I think that will bring me to the end of my Subnautica updates video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click like. You know, liking really helps me. I know some of you don't like people telling you to click like, but you don't have to click like. It helps me out a great deal, puts me up in the search, and gets a bunch of other people high quality Subnautica videos. So thanks for watching.